hope is in thy cause, O Lord, by way of thy divine messenger. Please grant to us success. Amen. You may be seated. How's everybody doing? First of all, it's been a little while since we've been out to the temple.
Yes, sir.
Many of you, as you may or may not know, I've taken a 3-week vacation, my wife and I. And we literally went to the kind of the other side of the world. We did a European tour of London, Paris, the Azores, Portugal. It's been a real good vacation. We had a quality time together, and we were able to enjoy each other. So I'm glad to be back before the believers today, and I hope and pray that everything will go well. We're closing in on the month of Ramadan. It's fast approaching. How many are ready for that? Okay. We don't fast the month of Ramadan as they do in the East. We know that the Holy Quran allows us to do that. Though people would like us to conform to what they say is the normal, it doesn't make it what everyone has to do. And you need to know your rights. And anything that you believe in and have faith in, you need to know your rights. You need to know what you are entitled to and what you are not entitled to. Lest somebody force you to do things that you really don't want to do. Everybody follow? Okay. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the trials and the hardships that come into our lives. We are encountered and bombarded every day with different kinds of hardships, tests, am I right? Challenges. Some of them we are able to deal with quietly. Some of them vex us, or what I should say is worry us, like you're not getting any sleep. You know what I'm saying? You're concerned about it. It's bugging you. You're not finding that it's working in your favor and things like that. When things get that way, you have to learn to have a guide. You understand me? You have to have a guide that you can call on. And that guide has to have the ability to answer your prayers. You know, you don't need any old guide. None of your prayers ever get answered. You know, you need something, you can't get it. You ask him for help, he don't help you. You need a guide that can really be there when you need him. That's why they call our God a savior. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough for him just to be God. He has to have the ability to save you, to bring you out of your hardships, your trials, and your hard times. Because if he can't do that, what is he? Is he really, is it in your best interest to even continue on with that God? Do y'all follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, we want to touch on some of those trials. I mean, it's things that people count on that will make you fail as a believing Muslim in the teachings of Messenger Elijah Muhammad. It's a lot of things. First, they count on that you can't afford it. Yeah, if they say, put a $sign beside what's getting ready to be done. And a lot of people, they leave, don't they? Am I right or wrong?
Right.
They don't want to deal with the money end of it. Sometimes they have it. Sometimes they don't. This is why you hear us many times say, we thank you, those of you who wanted to give and had a desire to give, but we're unable to give because Allah will bless you for your intention. You understand? A lot of people do have it and won't give. Am I right?
You're right.
They're determined that they're not going to give a nickel to the Messengers program while benefiting all the way with all that they can get out of the program. They won't give anything. Am I right or wrong? We have to know that these challenges are in place to stop you as a believer.
That's right.
Do you understand? The reason for asking for money, especially if you don't have it, is to turn you off. To make you say, well, I ain't going back. I'm going to be shamed this week. You know, I don't want to go back because they're going to be looking at me. You know, y'all know where I'm coming from. They're going to be looking at me like, you know, why I don't give nothing, right? But don't let that stop you from coming to Muhammad's temple. If you have it or if you don't have it, come anyway. Do you understand? Come anyway. Praise be Allah. Don't let, how can I say it? Don't let hardships and hard times stop you from coming to God. God will provide for you if you trust in Him. But you got to trust in Him. You see what I'm saying? Because, praise the Lord. How many times have I tried and been blessed? Believed and found salvation. The messenger said it himself. He said he never asked Allah for anything that He didn't give him. Did y'all ever hear him say that? He said, but as long as he don't come in a vain way, an arrogant way, he said Allah gives it to him. That's what we have to learn to do. But one of those trials is finances. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I can't afford a MGT uniform. I can't afford a suit. They're going to be looking at me. Right? Am I right? Tell me I'm wrong. They're going to be looking at me. Whether you have the suit or not, come out anyway. Do you follow what I'm saying? Come out anyway. Don't be thinking that just because you don't have the suit, you can't come out. Come anyway. Do you see? Money and challenges, they are kind of intertwined. Do you know what I mean? They're kind of intertwined. This is one of the challenges the believers face. And it's one of the obstacles that people put on the believer, hoping that that'll be the straw that what? Break the camel's back. Right? He already wasn't sure of his belief. Just asking for a buck or two. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, that's one of the trials and the challenges you can handle. Just trust in the God that you serve. He'll make a way for you to get whatever you need. Am I right or wrong? The other challenge people count on that will break a believer or stop him from being able to stand strong, is his health or her health. They're hoping that you are not feeling like it. There's an issue with your health, so you won't make it out today. They're counting on you using that as a crutch. Y'all follow what I'm saying to you? To break you from your belief. These are all things that come at you, come to tear you down, to hold you back, to stop you from belief. Another thing is affairs of the heart. You understand? Looking for someone to love you, right? These are all challenges that they are counting on for you to allow that to break your back. Do you understand what I mean? But Allah will send you what you need. Maybe you don't have the right person, right? Maybe you're not going after the right person. Maybe Allah needs to strengthen your hand. Am I right or wrong? Show you other things, other ways, other people, things that will be a blessing in your life. But these are challenges as believers we have to face. Do you understand? Financial. Well, they're going to be rich down there. They're going to be looking at me. Right? Am I right? Y'all know where I'm coming from, right? I got a little headache. Right? Wait, it's a migraine. I can't make it out tonight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your health, your money, affairs of the heart. They're counting on these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're counting on your ego. Your very ego to break your belief. Do you follow me? That your ego is telling you, well, I'm not getting the breaks I want, or I'm not getting, and I'm more deserving. You see, Allah tries you with what? Something, right? But He also tries you with nothing. Am I right or wrong? See? So the thing is, you have to be careful when these challenges come to you, that you handle them in a wise way. The world wants you, they want to pull you into their way of thinking.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're not doing Ramadan with us, the Orthodox world, you're not on point, right? You can't, you got to do Ramadan with us, right? You understand? Oh, you don't believe Jesus died for you. Shame on you. Shame. Am I right? The world wants to pull you into what they are doing.
That's right. Yes,
but you, on the other hand, have to be a seeker of truth, a seeker of knowledge, a seeker of light. You know what I'm saying? And by doing that, it keeps you from becoming a victim of what the world wants. You know? Praise the Lord, because the world is ever attempting to pull the righteous off their square. Am I right? It's coming at you from many angles. Sometimes they'll take your job, your job, use it to break you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Break you with it. Because why? The devil don't want you happy. Am I right? The devil don't want you ever to do anything for yourself. A nigga with a business, that's threatening. He'd rather see you with a Glock than a business. Am I right or wrong? You got to look at things, all these challenges, to break you as a believer. Well, if I go there and continue to go there, they're going to look at me like I'm some kind of square. I won't be hip-hop and fly in the crowd anymore. I'm that girl. I'm that boy. I'm like E.F. Hutton with these niggas. When I talk, they listen. Do you understand? I'm that guy. I'm the one. But if I keep going there, y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
I keep being a believer in righteousness, I'm not going to be that boy no more. They're going to look at me like holy brother, who a holy sister. And then I think my status might come down. No, your status is going to shoot up through the roof. When they realize you are sincere and mean it, they're going to respect you. Do you follow what I'm saying? But I want you to see these challenges that's coming at you to break you. Don't want you to be with Messenger Elijah Muhammad. The devil even took Jesus up on the mountain. Y'all didn't forget, did you? You don't think he could take you up there? Huh? He sweated Jesus up on the mountain. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
So all these things you see here, I've given to you. If you just what? Bow down to me. But do you remember his reply to Satan? He said, it is written. That means it's law, y'all. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Praise the Lord. You have to be Jesus. The message already told you. Everything you read about Jesus in the scripture is about me and my followers. You got to be thinking like that. It's not right for you, devil, to put me in a position like this. No, I'm a believer. Trials, things to knock you off your square. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Weak believers will come amongst you. Right? Am I right? They'll whisper the wrong things in your ear. And we susceptible, we human. We make mistakes, right? That's why racism is on pencil. We go for it. Next thing we know, the light done went out. You walking around, skin ain't shining no more. Big bumps on your face. You're gone. The light is gone. And the person who whispered in your ear, 9 times out of 10, they are gone. Do you see what I'm saying? You got to look at these things. Because fighting for your salvation, that ain't no easy job. That's like, 24/7? Add an extra hour to a 25-hour day. You understand? Sneak an hour in on that because you got to fight for it. You'll get ripped off for it. Am I right?
Right.
And they'll take it, as the Quran says, for a mean price. Be sweet when they get it. None of us is perfect except the law. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
We have to learn to protect, nurture, and be given to one another. Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am. Do you follow me? Am I my sister's keeper? Yes, I am. If I don't defend you and do things to keep you strong, I'm guilty of a crime. Am I right?
That's right.
I'm guilty of a crime.
Teach.
Do you see? I should be taken off and beaten with many stripes. Because I got a duty. Do you understand? You have a duty as a righteous believer to see to it that the believer stays strong and are able to continue to worship in their belief. Do you understand? You're going to find us everywhere. You're going to walk up on the spot. You're going to see he was coming out. She was coming out. Look how hot it is. Oh my God, this is sad. Do you understand? Right or wrong? We're going to be tried. You going past the lap dance, rump shaker place? What? No, not them. Do you understand? We're going to see each other. None is perfect.
That's right.
Except the law.
That's right.
Don't attack them.
Teach.
Try to cajole them. Try to show them the way back home. Do you understand? Try to let them understand that we are one. You see? This is what's missing from the nation right now today. They don't understand that we are one.
Right.
And what divides us is outside teachings. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Remember the law of inertia. A body in motion remains in motion until it gets stopped by an outside force. Don't let an outside force stop you.
That's right.
Do you understand? Praise the Lord. I don't care if everybody in Cairo fasted for Ramadan in the East. Allah has given us a messenger. And He promised every nation a warner, didn't He? Who would speak their language and speak a plain language, a plain warner. Am I right?
That's right.
We got ours. He looked in the book. In fact, you know what? God showed him the book personally. Yeah, pointed it out. We have the right to fast a like number of other days for Ramadan. And if you are His follower, that's what you will do. But if you get stopped by an outside force, who knows, man? Next thing I see you'll be reading Scientology books or something. You know what I mean? Don't let no outside force stop you. You got the best leader and teacher that any people on the planet Earth has ever had. Do you understand? And praise be the Lord. And fulfilling Moses to the letter. You hear me? People trying to pretend they Moses today and they doing different things and walking around and trying to pretend that we got to go through the wilderness 2 times and all that crazy stuff. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The messenger said he fulfills all of the prophets, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Why somebody gonna come up with some kind of new creation in this day and time that Moses now is back? No. One of the things that we have to be careful of is innovation, they call it. Mm-hmm. Innovation means changing what's real to fit what you want it to be.
That's right.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
A revision of history, they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say anything to get a grip on the believer. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, I remember when they first started making Toyotas. You know, they get your hands on a Toyota. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And these crackpot, rotten, false prophets and creeps, they want to get their hands on a believer. You, do you understand? They want to get you in a position where the messenger becomes like the third, what do you call it? The third wheel or something. You understand? They don't want him to be the messenger of God as he is. He can be something else. fight for your salvation. They want it. They want it. Jesus told them, get behind me. Right? Shouldn't even be trying to tempt me with stuff like that. Because I already know if I bow down to you and accept what you offer me, I still don't have anything. Am I right?
That's right.
What do I have? I still have nothing. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Dedication and loyalty to the messenger of God will take you anywhere you want to go in life.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, me and Kishwa just came back from a vacation, second to none. I thank Allah for it. You hear me? We couldn't have done it being Negroes, man.
That's right.
Niggas, hiding our pockets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Ain't gonna help the program. All that. We would never have been able to do it. But Allah blessed us. We really got a chance to look right up into the cave. Yeah, a European tour. We did it. We got a chance to look right up into the hills and cave sides of Europe and see the devil as he is. You understand? Praise God. And I tell you what, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad told us the truth. The devil is the devil, regardless of place and time. And it was almost like, I feel like this was some kind of divine move or something. The way everything, Barack Obama wins while we're over there. You understand what I'm saying? It seems like just great sandy hits. Rip up everything. You understand what I'm saying? You know, just kind of jokingly, I told Kishwa, maybe we should go back. Allah done got it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because we was out of it. You know, maybe we should. Allah, He got it. You know, we looking at reports and showing us it's unbelievable what we saying. You follow? So I'm saying to you, this truth will take you anywhere you want to go. Just be open to it. What I want to talk about today, because you know I'm always going to go into the scripture. I want to talk and give you an example, because anything in your life can be found in scripture. Do you understand? You can mirror whatever's happening in your life, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You can mirror that in the Word of God. You see? Now, I want to go into the book of Daniel. And I hope and pray that as I read this, you get a real blessing from it. Because I want to show you the protection of God is something that nobody can stop it. Nobody can do anything with it. When the law is with you, believe me, they're wasting their time, what? Being against you. Am I right or wrong?
Yes,
just a waste of time, right? They may be able to slow you down a little bit, but before they know it, what? You back at it. You it's like ants. You know, you kick the anthill over, you come back, what? They done replaced everything. They right back, still taking food down for the winter. Am I right or wrong? You know, am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Knock the beehive down. Everybody flutter and sputter. But you look what? Right across the streets of beehives jumping up. Right or wrong? You know, and we have to be like that as believers. If they tear down the kingdom of God to the best of their ability, they're never going to destroy it. Just move it over a little bit and continue to go. You know what I mean? Keep doing the work. I'm going into the book of Daniel. I want to start at chapter 3. I hope and pray that when I read this, it's a blessing in your life. Because it really mirrors the nation of Islam. Right? Really mirrors the nation of Islam. It's like as if what I'm going to read here is deja vu. And especially this temple. Don't want to go with the world's way. Right? You want to do it the way Messenger Elijah Muhammad told us to do it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That's where we are with this. Again, Daniel chapter 3. Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Doran in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together princes, the governors and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all of the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Then the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together into the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Everybody obeying the king. He's the ruler in the land. Care how high up you was, how low you was, called you around, you're going to do what the king said. Right?
Yes.
He done made a thing of gold here, this image. Right? Then a herald cried out. Y'all know what a herald is, right?
No, sir.
It's like when America was founded and they used to have a horseman ride through the town. 10 o'clock and all is well. You understand? Y'all seen it in movies and things like that, right? Well, the herald rode through Babylon and cried aloud. To you it is commanded, O people, nations, and tongues. I.e. everybody, right? Right? That at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, the declamer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king set up. Everybody's being warned, right? He's riding to bow down the music, you understand? So they're being warned. Well, they didn't have texting or anything, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't have we call it dope pads and things. The herald had to come through, so he let them know. And whosoever falleth not down and worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning, fiery furnace. You don't do it? They got a furnace that's burning with hot fire. You'll be thrown into it. If you don't bow down to this image of Nebuchadnezzar made, or what's being put to you as what must be done. You follow me? Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, the languages fell down and worshipped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Wherefore all that time certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. Sound like us, don't it? Certain Orthodox Muslims come around and say, they don't do Ramadan with us. Right? They don't think Prophet Muhammad is found. They think Elijah Muhammad is doing something. Right? They accuse the Jews. But I want you to see how everything mirrors. You see? They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. First thing they're doing is kissing his backside. O king, live forever. You understand? Right? Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, the declamer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. And whosoever falleth not down and worship, that he should be cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Now they snitching. Now comes the snitching. There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not the gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. That's some snitching for you, isn't it? They ain't give them a light case. They just act like they dancing or something when they hear, but they don't do it. You know what I mean? Straight snitch. They ain't doing it. They ain't working with your God, right? They ain't working with nothing you got going on. They coming a whole different way at you. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego? Did not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? He got questions for them. How come y'all ain't doing it? Now if ye be ready, that at what time you hear the sound of the cornet, the harp, he given the whole hook of the psaltery, the dulcimer, all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if you worship not, you shall be cast the same hour in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Got a question for him. Got a question for him. Did y'all hear the question?
Yes, sir. One time.
Who is that God that will deliver you out of that fiery furnace? Who is that God? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, that means they're not working with his guys.
Right.
They're not trusting in his guys. Right? They don't feel anything from his God. Right? As far as they're concerned, what? It's just a waste of time. Monkeying with the guy they got over there. You know, we got a real God we serve. We know him. We've been taught by him, right?
Teach.
We know what he wants us to do. We know how he wants us to behave. And it ain't what you doing. So therefore what? We ain't doing it.
Right.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Right? In other words, ain't no sense in us talking about it. We ain't doing it. Right?
Teach.
Do what you got to do. That's where they at with it. Why should we keep talking about it? No sense in us talking about it, right? If that be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. How many of the Muslims believe that?
Teach.
How many of the Muslims believe if they don't do what this devil and the Orthodox community, you understand? And all these crazy things, Scientology, if you don't do what they say, how many Muslims believe God will deliver them regardless? Praise be Allah. Do you understand? You got to believe that. See? You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's hard.
Right.
That's hard. You know, it takes heart to follow this teaching. The messenger said, this religion is not for cowards.
Right.
Did he teach it or not?
Yes, sir.
It takes heart. But if not, be it known that unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. We ain't doing it. It'd be different if we was lost, didn't know. We ain't doing it though. That's dead in the water. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury. Went in his jaw. I could just see him. I mean, you could just imagine. You see the devil do it all the time. When you come and say, no, sir, not Jesus, Master Prophet Muhammad, Messenger Elijah Muhammad. The wind jump in their jaws, am I right or wrong? This is one of them niggas, a black Muslim. Do you understand? See, he was furious. Right? And the form of his messages was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was want to be heated. He wants it 7 times hotter.
That's right.
Than it's already burning up people. Thanks. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? He wants it 7 times hotter. It's already a terrible thing. They see people get thrown in that thing, they don't hear from them no more. That's it. They don't even find the bones. Hot. But y'all niggas wanting to serve Master Fard Muhammad and that messenger, pump it up 7 times hotter for these niggas.
Right.
They say they ain't gonna do it.
Right.
And look at us today.
That's right. That's
We ain't doing it. You understand? Praise the Lord. We ain't doing it. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego and cast them into the burning furnace. What will you do if you get cast? I changed my mind. Jesus is God. Jesus is the Lord. What will you do?
That's right.
Huh? Alhamdulillah, good job, man. Just say, right? What will you do? Huh? What will you do? That's a nice picture of the Lord. Yep, he got the thorns on his head and everything. Yes, sir. How y'all feel today? What will you do when it comes down to you at that point? Do you got the heart like that? Are you going to wimp out? Huh? No, I'm not. I don't be like Peter.
Teach.
I don't even know it. I don't know him. Right? Do you understand? I don't even know him. Right? Do you understand? What will you do? You got to look at this thing. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fire. I'm going to mirror something, y'all. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to mirror something, and I'm praying you're able to see it when I mirror it. They got thrown in there. They're in. 7 times hotter. They're in there. Look what it's going to tell you how hot it got. Therefore, because the king's commandments was urgent and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew these men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. The soldiers who had them, taking them up there to destroy them, got destroyed themselves. The heat from the furnace burned them up before they got there. So what do you realize at this point about this?
Good job.
Huh? They went on up in there themselves. Because they believe on that level that God will save them, redeem them, and get them out of the trouble they're in that furnace. The soldiers didn't make it.
Right.
Look, let me read it again. Therefore, because the king's commandments was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. If it burned them up right there, they could have chilled right there.
Right. Good point.
Right? I ain't going in there.
Good teaching.
And you can't make me. Am I right or wrong? They had it right there like that. Am I right or wrong? And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego, fell down, bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? I mean, he's in awe. What's going on here? Didn't we put 3 men in this fire?
Right.
They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. You know, they real behind kisses, you know. True, O king, right? Do you understand? He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. So much for Jesus Christ. Yeah. Way back then, before he was in the manger and all that, the Son of God, tipping around in the fiery furnace with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. You understand? You understand? Joseph hadn't hit nothing yet. Right?
Right.
The Holy Ghost hadn't hit nothing yet.
Correct.
But we see here 4 in the fire. 1 walking around was the Son of God. What do y'all think about that? What do you think about that? How do you see that? Told you it would mirror something, didn't it? The nation of Islam have been bound because we want to obey the God that we believe in and trust. Lo, these many years, they literally bound us with Orthodox Islam, with the church. Am I right? Scientology is in the act now. They literally bound us and put us in a fiery furnace or a place of destruction,
Yes.
hoping that we would be destroyed or burnt up or no more heard from. Only to look in the furnace in November 2012 and still see Master Farah Muhammad walking with us around in all of that hell and damnation. Do you understand? In all that hell and damnation they put against us, they literally burned this temple down.
Yes, sir.
They literally burned other temples down. They literally hurt and killed believers. They literally did everything they could do with laws and rules and everything to destroy the poor followers of Messenger Elijah Muhammad. Only to look in all that hell they brought forth in November 2012 and see the believers walking around unharmed, believing Master Farah Muhammad still with them, walking. Do you understand what I'm saying? You mirror all of this. All of these things define you. Because they found out you ain't doing it. You understand? And the God you serve will bring you out of it. And he has done it. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Praise be to
More followers of the messenger are coming up now than you can shake a stick at.
Yes, sir.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right,
Right,
sir.
sir.
You're not supposed to be here. You understand? You're supposed to be a memory of the past. But you're here. And not only are you here, but they see who? Master Farah Muhammad walking around with you. You understand? Praise be Allah. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego, ye servants, not of me, right? Like the backside kisses. You servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego came forth out of the midst of the fire. And the princes, governors, captains, the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men upon whose bodies the fire had no power. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, sir.
Nor was a hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. That's some belief for you. That's some trusting God for you right there. You hear where I'm coming from? That's some knowing that your God will redeem you and bring you out. That's straight clear right there. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego, who have sent his angel think about it, man, right? Think about it. Who has sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him, and have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies that they might not serve nor worship any God except their own God. And that's how you coming out. Do you hear me? They are submitting now that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad got his own followers. They're not working with Orthodox Islam. They're not working with the church's view. The God they serve is the God that was given to them by messenger Elijah Muhammad. He came for them himself. And they believe that, and whatever we put before them, other than that, what, y'all? They ain't doing it. Do you understand? They ain't doing it. Therefore, I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego shall be cut into pieces, and their house shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. And that's what they're saying about you. But you don't know it. You're being made to feel that you're unimportant. You're insignificant. But people in high places are looking at you and they're saying, man, can't no God deliver like that except Elijah Muhammad's God. The people went backwards instead of forward. Right? Am I right or wrong? When you see progress, check it out. It's going to be one of the messenger's followers, or have been influenced by the messenger in some form. You watch what I tell you. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego in the province of Babylon. Y'all enjoy that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Praise the Lord. It mirrors us. Don't let nobody get you to doing what you don't believe in. Don't let them get you into that. You're out there doing everything except what you believe in. Don't do it. Do you understand? Just tell them no. And if you come up against me, what? You're going to be hurt yourself. Because the God I serve has the power to deliver me.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Out of the hands of anybody that's out to harm me. He can deliver me. Do y'all believe it though?
Yes, sir.
Praise the Lord. You see, this is the thing. You gotta believe it. Right in the midst, as it says in the 23rd Psalm, of your enemies, he will prepare a table for you. Your enemies are camped all around you. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? Hoping what? You do it their way. You know? He'll prepare a table for you right in the midst of that, so that you can stay with him, so that you can serve and worship him, so that you don't have to alter what you believe. He'll make a way for you. You don't have to question it.
That's right.
Do you understand? Believe, trust in Allah. Haven't he brought you through so far?
Yes, sir.
Think about it, man. This 2012. Huh? Everybody had a chance to shoot their big gun. Right?
That's right.
It wasn't nothing but a dud firecracker. Didn't even pop. Right? Right or wrong? Because our people don't have nothing.
That's right.
Our people are suffering.
That's right.
Now they got something they call the economic cliff. Y'all been hearing about it?
Yes, sir.
The Bush cuts, they call it. But I like to say the things that Bush stole for the wealthy. See? They like to say the Bush cuts, you know. But the things Bush stole for his peers, the wealthy, they expire the 1st of January. And they expect the economy to go bust. Why is the law punishing this country so bad? Water running all through Seattle, Washington. Hurricanes. Fires running all through Colorado, Nevada, California edges. You understand? Sandy just run up the East Coast. Set it back to the Middle Ages. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? That's right. People are looking for a candle, carrot. Just set it back to the Middle Ages. Do you understand? People take for granted things. New Yorkers move by the subway in cabs. Shut it all down.
Praise be to God.
Let them rowboat through the tunnels. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? But you always hear them saying, God bless America. Huh? May God bless you all, and may God bless America. No. God is cursing America. Do you hear what I'm saying? And one thing Billy Graham, I don't agree with everything Billy Graham say, but he said if Barack Obama win, God just going to wrap this joint up like a window shade. He just said, he said it's going to be over. Well, he won. Right? But nothing got wrapped up like a window shade, did it? Am I right or wrong? But what I do agree with Billy Graham is God's going to get it. Do you understand? He's made a promise that he's going to destroy this country. Why? Because of the wrong, the evil that they did to me and you.
Right.
It's called the unforgivable sin. Allah said he will never forgive this devil for what he did to you and I and our foreparents. Say he's never going to let them get off the hook. They got to pay for this. They don't think they're going to pay. But you see, when that water came in from the ocean and Sandy, you know what it was looking for, don't you? Y'all do know, don't you? It was looking for that cotton picking money.
That's right.
That your ancestors picked when King Cotton was making these filthy devils rich.
Right.
That's right.
And their children don't know nothing about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm at Yale and Harvard. I don't know anything. But you're up there with cotton picking money.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? See? This is why Allah got to get this place.
Yes, sir.
Worked our people from sun up to sundown like a mule, a horse, or a dog. You understand? Now, we're in 2012. We want to act like it never happened. Right? And the first thing the ignorant Christian will tell you, and now the ignorant Orthodox Muslim will tell you is, oh, brother, let's forget that. Let it go.
Right. That's what they say.
Man, I just seen helicopters all over Palestine dropping bombs. You understand? Shooting at houses, killing up mosque leaders. You understand? Because they promised one thing to the Jewish people. And you know what it was? Said, we will never forget. Do you understand? What happened to us in the Holocaust. We must never forget. But turn around and tell y'all, nigga, forget that. Your Holocaust was worse than theirs.
Yes, sir. That's right.
If they had one at all, Mahmoud and Ahmadinejad from Iran say they lying.
Right.
You understand? He's saying they had nothing. You understand what I'm saying? He said they lying. Right? See? You understand what I'm saying? So we got to look at this thing. Your Holocaust by any stretch of the imagination,
Yes, sir.
was worse.
Yes, sir.
They talk about 6 million Jews. We got 6 million laying in the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
That's right.
They got thrown over ships and jumped ship, and you understand? All of that. Allah got to get them. He can't just look the other way on something like that. That's like you in court for a crime. They say, well, yes, he stabbed 4 people. You know what I mean? And one is maimed for life, and the other is dead. And we got one we don't know yet. You understand? Judge can't look the other way on that. How the judge? I mean, the people there. You understand? The judge can't look the other way on that, can he?
No, sir.
Act like that ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do nothing about that. Judge can't do that, and neither can God.
Right.
Do you understand? God got to do something about
Yes,
that.
sir.
He can't let that go. Am I right?
Right, sir.
What kind of God would he be if he allowed that and just let him get away with it? What kind of God would that be? I wouldn't serve him. I don't want nothing to do with a God like that. Would you serve him?
No, sir.
He gonna tell people, man, he's looking the other way. I don't see nothing. You understand? What kind of God is that? Huh? No, that's why you see Allah doing what he do. He's coming in, brother.
Crazy.
Sandy, everything. You understand what I'm saying? Then now he's pulling the cover off the true identity of the devil. They thieves. Yank Madoff out. Yeah, bring Bernie Madoff. Yeah, he's one of them. You understand? Then you get to looking and you say, well, man, billions of dollars? Now they find them all across the board. They bringing them out. You understand? Like raccoons after the hunt, putting flashlights in their face. You understand? Yeah. Oh, look at them all over the place. Crooked preachers, right? Crooked politicians. The devil is a liar.
Yes, sir.
Do you hear what I'm saying? He's a liar. And now the reality of everything is coming full circle. A lot of people love the devil. Why do they love the devil? The devil gives them nothing. They love him. They'll tell you, fam, don't talk like that about balls.
Right. That's what they said.
Balls ain't bad. Come on, don't talk like that about balls. Me and balls friends. Right? I go to school with balls. Don't talk about balls like that. Right or wrong?
That's right.
A lot of our people love him. A lot of our people don't think they have a love life unless they get boss and his daughter.
That's right.
The most beautiful black woman on the planet Earth walking with him on their arm. They look at her, she ain't nothing. I need Sue-Ann to be somebody. You understand? Love him. Could see something happen. Witness it. You and another white guy. The white guy done it. And then the niggas see who done it. Love him. They love the devil. Who did that? You know that nigga did it. Right? No, the devil did it. But I still give you the case. Love him. Love him. Our people are sick like that.
Yes, sir.
Sick, yes, sir.
You understand? The messenger had the hardest job of any prophet through the annals of history.
That's right.
Yes, he did.
He had to wake up a dead people.
Right.
Most people just give people that went to sleep.
Yes, sir.
He got to wake up the dead.
Right.
You are so entrenched in this devil's lifestyle that in the back of your brain, no matter what you do, the devil is there.
That's
He
right.
was there. That's right.
How do you think the Nation of Islam can go from a black nation to Scientology? They love the devil.
That's right.
I care how great you make the person. They got leprosy of the mind. White-mindedness. You understand? And they can't help themselves. You know? Don't have to do it.
That's right.
Don't have to go to Scientology. No brownie points, no bonus prize for that, nothing. Just do it. Why? I don't even know why I'm doing it myself, but I do. All praises due to the law, and thank him for messaging Elijah Muhammad, because you love that devil.
That's right.
And you can't help yourself, because you walk away from divine teachings, then you're going to walk into a bunch of crap. You understand? Don't leave the messages program. Praise be the Lord. Don't leave it. I don't care how famous it get. The devil is crafty. He'll put somebody up beside you, all shiny, looking good. You know. Next thing you see them on the report, talking about their first day. I'm the messenger's father. Man, you see them on the report. No limited time. I don't know nothing about Elijah Muhammad. Well, it was right here. We had it on your website. Who put that on my website? Who did that? You know, I don't know nothing about it. You know, I don't believe that stuff. You understand? All the time, blocking the growth and development of legitimate temples that could be coming up, going places. Do you understand? In the way, we got a lot of stuff to deal with. I remember the messenger said you might need gloves. Yeah, everybody ever heard that lecture? He said there's a lot of it. You might need gloves. You understand? Do you understand? See, we are unique people.
Yes, sir.
We're God's family. We come from the family of God. And by doing that, God is going to protect us.
That's right.
You see, He's going to look out for us.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? But you got to believe it.
Right.
That whole Scientology group, when they heat the furnace up, they say, get off me. You know the kings. Don't you hear that music, nigga? They be bound down. Do you understand? They're not going in there like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego. You understand? That whole Scientology group. You understand? When the furnace got heated up 7 times and leading them over to it. You understand what I'm saying? It's get off me, strong man. What are you grabbing me for? Don't you hear the music? The king's music. Get down. Do you understand? Change like that. Like schools of fish. You know, they go one direction, another direction. Change. Boom. Talk to king. Let them go. They're bowing down. You understand? No. See, not the followers of Messenger Elijah Muhammad.
Right.
You can duck the furnace all you want. But when we finish with this thing, you know what the whole Scientology and this whole devilish thing is going to say? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego's God is God. Do you understand? And anybody bothering Elijah Muhammad's followers after this, going to have to answer to me. Because I don't need no more Sandys. Do you understand? I don't need no more fire running up through Cali and all of that. I don't need no brewing storms all up in Seattle, Washington. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anybody going against Elijah Muhammad's people, it's a law now. Like the Quaker law. You know, they don't have to go to war and all that, right? Quakers don't fight. It's a law for Elijah Muhammad's followers. You understand? But you got to believe on that level to get it.
Right.
If you're going to sell out to the first devil that come your way, you ain't never going to get it. Right or wrong?
That's right, sir.
You got to hold your ground. Either the white man is the devil or he's not. And we know he is. And people kissing the king's backside with that Scientology stuff know he is. Am I right or wrong? We got a lot to do, y'all. Our people need us. They don't even know that they need us. This is the last black, I want to say religion, but we're a nation, but it's the last black thing going in America. Do y'all know that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I seen somebody had a picture, and I almost laughed, but it was too serious to laugh. They showed a picture of a black revolutionary. So this is how they look in the street. I don't know if y'all seen that. And this is how they look at home. He had a white woman all about his arm. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? In the street, he look real rough. See the rifle growling. You know what I mean? Then this is how you look at home. You see Sue Ann with him, smile the other. You understand? See, this is the last.
Yes, sir.
Black situation for black people in this country. They told me Marcus Garvey's son done married white. How could that be with the Black Star Line and how could this stuff be? The last. Now you see why they give you so much trouble? Now you see why the devil go out his way to make problems for you? You know how when other blacks, when we were in slavery, would come to this country, the devil would not allow them to get around us.
Right.
Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
He wouldn't allow these people because they might tell us something. Well, now the devil is doing us like he used to do them people against his niggas. He don't want Elijah Muhammad's followers talking to them. Do you see it? He's setting up ways to block you from talking to them. Because you're going to tell them the truth. I mean, what would a black slave feel when he talked to Kunta Kinte? You know, what did it feel like to be free? African Guinea man. What did it feel like to be free? They got to ask us that. What did it feel like to be free? Oh, follower of Messenger Elijah Muhammad? What did it feel like to be free of the devil? What did it feel like? Not to need him or love him or want him in your life. What did it feel like? Think about it. You the last. You the last. Praise be the Lord. You understand? The messenger taught us, and he taught us well. He said the devil divides us up. And he puts brother against brother. Get us to fighting with one another. Then he wants to come in as the peacemaker.
Yes.
Well, the Nation of Islam is experiencing that right now.
Yes. Yes.
The devil has gotten into a section of, it's not the Nation of Islam anymore. I don't know what to call it. But he's gotten in it. And we can't work with it, so you know right away that's division. So now he got us arguing with each other, right? You go on Facebook, man. It's page after page after page. Yeah, this and that, flunkies, that. You understand? See, got us fighting and arguing. We're fighting with each other. Do you see where I'm at? We literally fighting with each other. Now he's gonna step in like he's the peacemaker.
Right.
Into now that Father Flavor Flav or something like it was Father Flavor Flav or something like that. Likes to come in. He's some kind of peacemaker. Got that collar on like a priest. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch this. He the peacemaker said. No, you're not. You the devil. You understand? And all them devils you got skipping around trying to be in love with are devils.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Be careful with the messenger's followers. You get a pen for 10 devils' heads. One brother might desire one. Do you understand? Yes, it's hydrontology. Let me in that joint. You understand? You understand? Then they say, yeah, it was 10 devils slaved their heads. You understand? See? Be careful with that. Because why? The devil is not our friend. He is our open enemy. Never hid it. Never lied about it. You watch the devil as he move around society. See the woman pushing the little baby in the stroller. First thing she do is lean over in that stroller and pinch his nose. What she say? Oh, you cute little devil, you. You understand? They have no problem with it. Do you understand? Be careful. Don't jump. Oh, see, he's a daredevil. Do you understand? He had no problem with it. But the lovers of them do. They don't want you to call him the devil. Have you ever seen written anywhere in any paper, any publication, anything where the devil say, I don't want Elijah Muhammad's people to call me the devil? Have you ever read it anywhere? Seen it anywhere? When you hear somebody saying don't call him the devil, who is it? Some other nigga. Don't call him the devil. Yes. Am I right or wrong? Right. Yeah, that's not nice. You know what I mean? You understand? Am I right or wrong? You know, every time we see it. But we as a people, the devil is done. His day is up. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's literally killing himself.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? It's a hole in the ozone layer from his mischief that's causing global warming there. And all the people that scoffed at you because they had a beachfront house. Yeah, I don't live nowhere in the city. I wouldn't live in these bricks, concrete jungle, and all that. You know what I mean? They're threatened. And the scientists are saying it's going to get worse. Ain't going to get no better. It's melting so fast, they showed a documentary where the polar bears was up on one chunk of ice. They're scared to death, man. What we going to do? This whole thing going to be going. You know what I'm saying? Got so bad. It's warming up so fast. What did Allah tell us? What did the messenger say Allah was going to destroy this country with? Fire.
That's right.
Everything that this devil got that you done lied, cheat, mistreated your brothers and sisters for, did them wrong, it got to be brought back
That's right.
and burned.
That's right.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So, be careful. Be careful. Brotherhood and sisterhood is more valuable today than cash.
That's right. That's right.
Than cash.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? I called Minister Shabazz in New York City as soon as I touched grounds and got back in the country. And he said that it's a mess. He said, man, I haven't been to work for a good while now. Because it flooded. He worked down around that low area. He said it flooded out and blew the generators up and everything down there. He said that the Holland Tunnel had water running through it. He gave me a real strong description of it. Minister Isaac said, fortunately, they were a little more inland. So it helped them. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they got is the wind damage, stuff like that. But New York City, that's the most busiest city in America. Right?
Yes, sir.
They still ain't got power in some places.
That's right.
They still don't have it. We got to be careful today. Sometimes you're running from what you think is a bad thing and you run into a worse thing. Right or wrong? We got to be careful. You know what I mean? You got to be careful, man. One day, our people going to have to give account to Allah for how we lived our lives.
Yes, sir.
When that day comes, what will your paperwork look like? I see it now. You come past some people, they crying. Don't cry now, nigga. You understand why? You know the truth, right? And then you had a duty to teach the uncivilized. He couldn't get a blunt for you in the way. You understand? He couldn't get a cold bed because you in the way. He couldn't be a savage because you was blocking him. A man with light, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't cry now. Yo, I know. But I know before Allah is just straight kill me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to give an account. How do you want your paperwork to look? They give a description of that, right? Go right in, blessed. My blessed little one. Go ahead on in there. Right? Welcome to heaven. Welcome to the kingdom of God. Right? Some people, hold him. Get it? Block. Oh, no. Jesus said better than I'm even quoting it. What did he tell him? I was with you, Lord, through all that stuff. Remember? We was marching, right? Remember, we did all that stuff down there, fighting together. And man, I know you not. You understand? And now how you put it? I don't. Yeah, you know me, Lord. I know you not. Get on out of here, right? That's how it's going to play out. How will your paperwork look? He said he was the Son of Man. What? It's like coming to America. What did he say? What? You understand? You understand what I'm saying? You understand? See, you know, it's all of that. All of that. We got to come before him. Right or wrong?
You're right, sir.
What will your paperwork look like? Huh? Wouldn't it be nice you come up, they say, oh, I see you had a couple of bumps. I see you got a little shaky. I know this stuff can get to you, but I see you held the line. Get on there, damn nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That's a happy person, then, isn't it? Right? See? But when that paperwork comes, he look and say, what? Scientology? What the? What? Didn't I send you a message and give them right to you? What you doing with Ron L. Hubbard? Do you understand? I mean, you got to look at how this played out. You went with some joker in Georgia, said he was the son of man. What? Do you see how you want your paperwork to look? Do you understand? See, there is no God but Allah. And he came to us in the person of Master Farrar Muhammad, the long-awaited Messiah of the Christians and the Mahdi of the Muslims. Am I right? Further and lastly, we believe that besides him there is no other God. Right? And if you are a follower of Messenger Elijah Muhammad, you believe just like that. Don't take a mean price for your religion. It's written in the Quran, don't you take it. Your religion is worth more than any mean price they can offer you. And don't be nervous about we get light. It don't be many. It don't be so many. You look around the country, the other religions look so large. And the Quran tell you, don't be upset or disturbed because of the control of hypocrites in the land. It tell you, don't even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible says that the wealth of the wicked is set up for the righteous. Do you understand? If you hold the line, because people are really getting tired of this other stuff anyway. You know, if you hold the line, you're going to see people beginning to say, well, you know what, I think I'm going to stop going out to the masjid, man. I'm sick of that. You know what I mean? Every time I got there's something else. It's tired of it, man. It's something else. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to see what the other side look like with the messengers for hours. My Lord, I had no idea. They lied on y'all. Ooh, they lied on y'all. Ooh, I can hear that. They said y'all don't even read the Quran. One nigga said it was dusty on the mantelpiece when the messenger was here. Y'all didn't read them. Ooh, I don't believe. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see? Hold your ground. Hold your ground. You heard what Bishop Eddie Long's guy said, right?
What did he say?
I'm going to leave y'all with this. And I don't want to be vulgar. But he was on a show and I listened to it because, you know, I'm the kind of guy listening to shows like that. He said the same tongue Bishop Eddie Long speaks in tongues with. And I'm going to bring my lecture to a close. Do you understand? Because can y'all read between the lines?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Do you understand? So let's be wise. Stick with the Messages program.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, I hope everyone enjoyed the lecture. It's a pleasure to be back before you. I see progress being made. Brother Captain, thank you. All you doing to keep the tempo up. I was informed that Brother Rockmire, Brother Wakill did some work in the back. I appreciate all good. I know Brother Captain, Brother Tim was here doing some work around the back on the side of the building and, you know, finishing up the roof and everything. I know that together we can do anything we want to do.
That's right.
You know, sometimes we look back on what was a problem and we can laugh about it. Because just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-nego, we know our God brings us through. Am I right?
Right.
Okay. Do we have any announcements?
No, sir.
Okay, now before we go further, let me just remind everybody. We're getting close to the month of Ramadan. And you know, we fast a like number of other days. You can read about it if you go into the Holy Quran, go to the book of the Cow, chapter 2, go to 183, okay? And I encourage you to do it, where it tells you that you can fast a like number of other days. You don't have to be a victim of Orthodox Islam and somebody with a red beard telling you ain't no Muslim, you know. You don't have to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? just show them that. And then if they don't want to accept it, because the word of Allah, you don't want to accept it, then that's on you. But I know my rights, and you ain't tricking me. You understand? See, so we fast in the month of December, as prescribed to us by Messenger Elijah Muhammad. We're not going to do 2 Ramadans. We're not going to try to please the Arabs and Master Prophet Muhammad. Our sole thing is to please Master Prophet Muhammad and his messenger.
That's right.
Am I right? So we're not doing 2 of them. Praise God. We're doing 1 Ramadan. And we're going to fast 30 days like the messenger told us. You know that you're not to eat any land animals. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mostly the messenger say eat the fish. He's from another world. He's a different creature. Say you can eat him, work with him. Many of us have gotten to the point that we can do it with vegetables only, and that's always a good thing if you can do that. You know, so you want to work with the vegetables and things if you can, right or wrong. But whatever you do, don't eat from sun up to sundown. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Don't eat. It's a double blessing in it for you. You're purifying your physical self, and you're satisfying the will of God or your spiritual self. So make sure you partake of that. How many people are doing Ramadan? If I can see your hands. Praise be Allah. Okay, that's good. That's pretty much all of us. You know? Now, if you are sick, right, then remember there's other ways to exact redemption, as the house written, to fulfill your obligation for the month of Ramadan. You can feed a poor man. How many of y'all know that? You can feed a poor man. There's many ways. You're not locked into just the whole Arab world, jumping off camels and things. You're not locked into that. See, there's many other ways to extract it, but you need to know your rights. You follow me now? And that's one of your rights as a Muslim. See, and remember, Abraham named us Muslims, right? We were called Muslims before Prophet Muhammad. Abraham named us Muslims. Don't forget that. And Allah is the only one that can make a Muslim. Do you understand? People can learn this religion backwards and forwards, be good at it, but it's something that got to happen in your heart. Do you understand me? And only Allah can do that. So submit, keep yourself strong that way. Okay? All right. I guess we can do charity. We can be dismissed. Bring me back 30. Okay. If it shows up. Okay. And just to let you know, me and Kiswa did have a good time. I got to tell you, I don't get to do much, so it was a blessing, and I'm thankful that Allah seen fit to make it happen that way. I encourage you. You want to be blessed? Bless somebody. You know what I mean? You want to be blessed? Bless somebody. The good you do, it won't go void. Believe me, it'll definitely be noticed. Okay. Anybody seen anything unusual they want to share with us, or anything that happened, anything like that? Brother Captain? Wa alaikum salam, sir.
It's just some of my people from Texas, traffic. They had this dust storm. What was a cloud storm? Cloud storms coming, 100-car power.
I did hear something like that. Go ahead, sir.
2 people died. They had it periodically from Texas to Florida. The last one was in Florida. They had a cloud, get real cloud, fall, pretty much fall. The fall comes in, and nobody can't see, and you're still driving. The last one was in Florida, and they had maybe a 50-car mile or something like that.
So I see what you're saying.
It's just something I observed.
I see what you're saying. Get that cat and pick up money. I see what you're saying. Yes, sir, Brother Rockfire. Yes, sir. Wa alaikum salam, sir.
I know in the news the devil is being more open and open about the food shortages and things of that nature. And this may be a good time to start talking to our neighbors about stocking up on their survival kit.
I agree.
Because that, to keep them, up off of us when they see us.
Take some of the pressure.
Yes,
I got you.
And also, one thing that I noticed about those devils when they was complaining was about being stuck in a house. And not having to be able to go somewhere. And that can hold us up too, because the messenger said when the time that thing does come, we shut our doors and don't come out.
Right.
And we could train ourselves to be able to stay in the house and be around ourselves without arguing and fighting.
Right.
That alone would drive us crazy.
That's right.
So that might be something working too.
And you made a good you made a good observation too. Because you're right. We're gonna be shut in, and the survival kit comes into play. How many are doing it? How many got a plan? See what I'm saying? Though the temple seems like, it's important to us as our house of worship. We know this is God's house. But it may become God's house and a place of refuge. Not that it's not already that. But I'm talking about when Allah really comes for that cotton picking money, it could be a place that we're glad is here. Because I'm sure we can improvise. Most of us are skillful. We have brothers that if we didn't have something, we'd be ingenious. And I'm sure that we could get along pretty decent here. You follow what I'm saying? But it's good to have a place like that. You know what I mean? It's good to have a place like that you can go to. And this is why I encourage people. And I know that a lot of people are going to hear this lecture. But I encourage you, whatever city you're in, try to find a Muhammad's temple. Try to find a Muhammad's temple. Because if you don't have that temple, I don't know, because the bar may let a few people in, but you probably don't want to be in the bar. You understand? You got pickled pig feet, hog in there. Except saying, you drink, but you might don't want to be in the bar like that. See, so you want to definitely have a place, and you want to even in our homes have it so that we can, survive this, because that's what it's all about, survival. Am I right?
Yes.
Didn't say you wouldn't come out with a club foot, broken wing. Didn't say it said that. Which one will survive the war of Armageddon? And this is what we had to remember. See, a lot of people are looking for like golden domes and fancy places, but I don't think that falls in line with survival. Survival is being able to just make it to the other side. Do you know what I mean? Now, if you get over there and you got all that, praise be Allah, but don't forget the main thing. See, I don't want to see a brother. Day of want, Allah comes in for that cotton picking money. It's freezing cold out there, right? Now, here the brother got money, and matches. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't burning my money up. Y'all follow where I'm at? Yeah. So you want to be wise. Now, if you had prepared, what? You wouldn't have to do that. Wouldn't be a choice. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
So we got to be thinking. Because the hour we're in is too crucial. And it's really a lot more people dependent on each one of us than we think. A lot of times we see ourselves, but we don't realize there's other people depending on us. And we make decisions sometimes selfishly that we don't consider, other people are going to be affected by the choices I make. You know what I mean? So we got to look at these things. We got to look at these things. But we doing all right. Like I say, we made our mark as a believing temple. We're known across the country, and we're known pretty well. We respect it. They haven't gotten anything on us. I haven't heard anything. But like I said earlier, none is perfect, except the law. But as it stands right now, we're doing all right. You see? And we need to keep doing that. Okay? Everybody good? Praise be Allah. Okay. We can get ready to close out in prayer.